anything that maybe a board should consider taking out of their CC&Rs that may be in there that cause problems?
Yeah, Ryan, that's a great question. So there are most documents, if not all documents, include developer provision, protections for the developer, marketing rights, different class voting structures for the developer, which allow the developer to appoint or elect a representative to serve on the board. So at a certain point, those provisions are no longer necessary and may lead to confusion. So once the developer's interests are no longer valid, then it's a good idea to amend the documents to eliminate those provisions. And to that note, amending the documents for clarity is definitely useful and a practical approach to get rid of that, legalese where, what good are governing documents if we can't understand them? And so, our firm's approach when we're writing governing documents or even just, writing legal opinions to our client is how do we effectively communicate without using legalese and jargon that nobody can understand? And I think governing documents using simple language is definitely useful and practical. Another tool that I like to include in governing documents, specifically the CC&Rs, is a maintenance matrix. So, an exhibit to the CC&R is basically a checklist of maintenance, repair, and replacement responsibility for the different components within the community, which is a useful tool in preparing budgets, for preparing your reserve study and reserve funding plan. It's a great tool to use for those projects, as well as eliminating the possibility of dispute when it comes to maintenance, repair, and replacement. So we get the question a lot of times, who's responsible for maintaining, the pipes in the walls, or who's responsible for maintaining the balcony railings, the patio walls, and, things like that. So those components that are a significant source of dispute in the community, that are costly repairs, things like that, having this maintenance matrix with this component specifically listed out with a check mark next to who's responsible between the owner and the association really helps to reduce unbudgeted expenses for the association. So for example, attorney's fees for legal opinions and even lawsuits.